Hey, hey, hey! Happy, cold, rainy day. It's Thursday today at the point of me recording this, but I don't think it's going to be a recording, a Thursday recording. A Thursday? I don't think it's going to be a Thursday when you're watching the recording. Who knows? I don't even know what day I'm up to in terms of scheduling at this point, but we're just going to roll with it and just going to go with it. And I am today going to be talking to you about being too busy to hit your goals. You are not too busy. You are just busy building someone else's dream. Now, I come across this quite a lot as I'm connecting with people on social media, and they'll watch my content, they'll watch my stories, they'll engage with my stuff, they'll chat to me, they'll want information about what I'm doing. Then when it comes to the crunch of let's do it, let's work together. Like, oh, I'm so busy. I don't know if I'll have time. I can't do that because I've got X going on, Y going on, or whatever. And I get it. Sometimes it is not the right time, and that is fine. It's not always going to be the right time, and it's not meant to be for everyone as well. However, a lot of people who are in these conversations with me have already said they want more time in the future, they want more income, they want the flexibility, or whatever it is that they was looking at it in the first place. And then when it comes to actually making that change, they don't want to because it's familiar what they're doing. And sometimes they might be so frazzled and overwhelmed they don't actually see a way out. I actually had to do a lot of personal development on time management and giving myself systems and the mindset of creating some more time in my day in order to then fill it with the things that I actually wanted to do. It's not an easy thing to do, and everyone does feel like they're the busiest person in the world. So I'm not questioning how people genuinely feel, but let me help you because it might not be this opportunity. It might be something else that you're saying no to when you really want to be saying yes. And the only person who's going to be suffering down the line is you, because it's going to come another year or another 5 years, 10 years. It might be until you retire and beyond, and you continue to say yes to things that you don't actually want to do, and you're not actually hitting your own goals and focusing on the things that you want to do to bring happiness and joy into your personal life. So, first of all, I just want to say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. I knew that when I was in my corporate job, I had no time to start a business. But I knew that if I didn't make the time and find the time and commit to it, then I was always going to be in the position that I was in, which was working my corporate job, which is fine. But I didn't want to be doing the commute into the office every single day. I didn't want to be dropping my little girl off with a childminder at 6:30 in the morning, not picking her up till 7:30 in the evening. I didn't want to feel frazzled and burnt out when I got home. I wanted to have my days as I please. I wanted to be able to go and get my nails done if I wanted to get my nails done. I wanted to be able to go to the gym in the middle of the day if I wanted to, or go to a Pilates class if I wanted to. But I wasn't able to do that because I was literally chained to my desk. And when I say not just in a 9 to 5, it was literally late in the evenings as well. There was numerous times when I was sat at my desk at home, on my kitchen table, shall I say, before I even had a desk. I was sat at my kitchen table, putting my little one, after I put my little one in bed, and I was working all night, weekends, on holidays, still getting emails, WhatsApps from my team, and then, or my boss at the time, and asking me to check things or read emails or jump on calls. I know you're on, I know you're off, but it's really important. Can you jump on this call for 10 minutes? That ends up being an hour and a half. And I used to say yes to all these things, but I was saying no to me. I was saying no to my sanity. I was saying no to my mental health. I was saying no to my physical health. And I was just frazzled and burnt out constantly. So I knew if nothing was going to change, I was always going to be in that position. Some people might be happy with that. I do not settle for things when I know that I deserve more and I want more out of my life. So that's why I decided to change it. So let me try and help you find some more time in your day, first of all. First thing you can do, really easy if you've got an iPhone, if you've got another phone, I'm sure they've got similar settings. Go into your screen time settings on your phone and you will see exactly how much time you spend on certain apps. It'll tell you how much time you're spending scrolling TikToks when you're not making money on there. It will show you how much time you're spending reading everyone else's Facebook statuses or Instagram statuses. It will show you exactly where you're spending your time. I spend a lot of time on social media because I make money on social media. I don't go on social media just to gawp at what everyone else is doing. So look at your screen time. Have a look at how you're spending your evenings as well. Because a lot of people who have busy jobs and they're burnt out, what do you do when you get home, when you eventually get a second? You lay on your bed, you've got your phone, you're scrolling. Is that the best use of your time? No. But are you exhausted? Yes. Why are you exhausted? Because you're burnt out doing something all day that you don't want to do. So then it means then it's eating into your evenings because you've got no energy to do anything else anyway. And you're not even present. You're not present for your kids, or your partner or whatever. You're frazzled, you're tired, you're burnt out. You don't want to speak to people. You're just going to be lying in bed and you're just going to be watching Netflix or scrolling on your phone. How many conversations are you having as well with people that just probably too long? Like, I love my friends, I love my family. Of course, I speak to them on the phone, but it's not all day, every day. And when I get home as well, and all night. And like, oh, did you see what Sally did at the weekend? Have you heard the gossip? Have you heard the gossip recently? It's really bad for that round where I live, by the way. I now live in a small town. Small town syndrome is a real thing, and everyone knows everyone's business. Couldn't think of anything worse. I do not want to know about your gossip. And when people say, "Oh, have you heard about such a body?" I'm like, who? Well, first of all, who is that? And second of all, no. And third of all, do not tell me about it because it's just distracting me. It actually sends my head under, by the way. So if you're one of my friends watching this, like, you should know not to send me any gossipy messages because it doesn't interest me whatsoever. I just find it the biggest waste of time. So yeah, chatting on the phone for hours on end for no particular reason. And also, and some of you will have people like friends, family who ring you or whatever, and you don't actually want to take the phone call, but you do it anyway. Like, where are your boundaries? And then again, like watching what everyone else is doing, worrying too much about gossip, just being so engrossed in other people's lives that you're not even paying attention to your own. And then also just the busy work as well. So there's definitely things that we do in our day that we don't need to do. Like, do you have to wipe your kitchen counter 25 times a day? Probably not. You're probably going to get away with doing it a couple of times a day. And we definitely give ourselves more jobs. If you're a woman, you can probably relate that you are giving yourself more jobs than what you need to because everyone has to be perfect. We're perfectionists. We put so much pressure on ourselves. We wear loads of hats. But at some point, you need to realize that saying yes to something is saying no to something else. You're going to have different seasons in your life where you focus on different things. Like, one season might be getting fit season. Another season might be savage business building season. Another season might just be downtime. Say yes to more joyful things, holidays, travel, spending time with family, friends, whatever. You'll go through different seasons, but then your day is like that as well. So I've got like my non-negotiable me time at 5 a.m. And that's because I'm really busy through the day, speaking to people, doing these videos. I'm a mum, and I want the time to my head to switch off because I'm such an ambitious person. I'm always on the go, even though I don't need to be because I've got that flexibility and that freedom now. I'm just like that as a person anyway. So I need that time in the morning to myself before my kids wake up. So that's me, no phone or anything, and that's what I do. And then I've got my business where I build my business between 6 and 7 a.m. So I've got a different hat on then, but I'm not doing a million things at once. I build my business 6 till 7 a.m. because that's when I do a co-working session with my team, those who also want to get up and make a head start on the day before the kids get up or before they have work or whatever. So they're moving the needle forward and building their dream life alongside their real life. And then it's like from there for a couple of hours, it's full on mum mode. So I know that there's things that I need to be doing during them times. So you're gonna have times like that where like you are the mum or you are the business builder or you are at work or whatever. But then alongside that, remember that saying yes to things is saying no to other things. So if I decide to take a work call during my mum sessions of my day, then I'm taking a work call, but then saying no to my kids, basically, which is not what I want to do. So, but then if I was, like, say, for example, I was working my full-time corporate job, and then I decided to lie on my back horizontal and scroll on TikTok instead of building my business for 20 minutes, I'm saying yes to scrolling on TikTok and watching everyone else, but then saying no to creating my dream life. Does that make sense? So think about the things that you're saying yes to. And remember, every single time you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So what I'm getting at is you want to say yes more to the things that are going to move you forward to what you want to achieve. Which brings me on to goals. Write down your goals. You need to know what your 90-day goals are, your 1 year goals, and your 5 year goals. Then think about who is the person that you need to become in order to hit them goals. And when you've done that and you've got a clear picture of who you need to become, have a look at who you are now. What do you need to do in order to close that gap? What are the daily habits? And remember, when you're implementing habits, it's a good idea to take something away as well. Because, like I said, usually when you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So you don't just want to add in loads of new habits into an already busy schedule because it's not going to be sustainable. If you genuinely feel like the busiest person in the world, then you need to remove some things out of your schedule that aren't serving you. So it might be setting a time limit on your phone apps to 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. Like, say if your screen time, I made my friend check her screen time on TikTok. She was spending 90 minutes a day on TikTok. No kids. She works a demanding full-time job. And she always talks about how busy she is, and she doesn't have time for this, this, and this, and this. But she was spending 90 minutes a day on average on TikTok. So even if she just did a third of that, and just did 30 minutes a day of guilt-free scrolling, that's an hour a day that she can be doing to build her dreams. Like, she always says that she doesn't have time to go to the gym. There's an hour straight away to go to the gym and build her dream body. Or it might be an hour to spend on building something that you want to in order to like create a future for yourself financially. It might be an hour that you do something fun with your friends, because that might be a goal of yours if you've literally been living under a rock for God knows how long because you've been so busy and overwhelmed. Like, there's so many different things. So think about the daily habits and think about the things that you can take away as well. And checking your screen time is a brilliant first step. And then focus on one thing at a time. The last thing you want to be doing if you're busy, if you're overwhelmed, if you're stressed out, you already feel like you've not got much bandwidth or any bandwidth in the day as it is. Obviously, you're not going to start implementing 10 new things a day. Implement one thing, do it consistently for a month, and then keep it going, and then add something else in, and then add something else in, and add something else in. Because at the end of the day, it's a lifestyle. And yes, some people just like that might have a light bulb moment and just change their life in one day. Great, because it all starts with a decision. And I am like that in a lot of ways, but then I'm also not like that in other ways. I'm someone who loves systems, I love consistency, I love habits, and I feel like it's just so much easier when something's like ingrained into your life and just becomes second nature, which is why I like to do like my little rituals for different things every single day. I even said something to my partner last night because he put the dishwasher on like hours earlier than what we do normally, and it sounds ridiculous, but I'm like, I like to fill it up right at the end of the day so I know there's nothing left in the sink. Let it be on overnight and empty it in the morning. When he starts putting it on at 5 p.m. or something, when we've not even finished like eating, like the kids are still going to be having like yogurts and snacks and stuff after, then what actually happens then is that we just end up having to fill it up, or the sink gets filled up and then it causes more work down the line. So that's everything from me. I hope that's been helpful, and I will see you on the next video.